Welcome to Manifesting a Life. I know that a lot of communities have this. When we lived in Texas, we had it, and when we moved here, we had it. It's called FreeCycle, freecycle.org. Some areas may have it under a different name, but the premise is probably pretty much the same. It is to keep items out of the landfill. So what it is that somebody wants to get rid of something that's still pretty much usable, and so they list it on FreeCycle, and then somebody else says, I want that, and they come and pick it up, and it's theirs. And we have listed things on FreeCycle, and we have received a lot of things from FreeCycle. So today I want to show you one of the items that I've received from FreeCycle. Now I'll tell you, my husband is really good at this, and I'll get into some of his later, but this one was my creation. Because we had just finished up redoing the office downstairs, and I put all the furniture in there, and I had this little cubby hole of a space. It was like, 24 inches, and it was tall, and I really wanted something to go in there, like a lingerie chest. That's what I was really looking for, was something like a lingerie chest. I needed something that had drawers in it so I could put papers and just office supplies in it. And I wanted it to be narrow and tall. And so I decided to start looking for one. I looked in the stores and didn't see what I really wanted there. I went to Habitat store. Habitat for Humanity has a store in Charlottesville. And I went to that. And I didn't see anything there that would fit the bill. So I just kind of let it go for a bit. And then what pops up on FreeCycle? Let me show you. I'll take you for a walk. Now here we are in the office. And this is the cabinet I was talking about. See, it's probably about a little bit more than 4 feet, because I'm 5'5", so it's 4.5 feet probably tall. And see, my space is rather narrow and tall. So we got that and that. And so it fits in here really nice. And the kind of things I've put in here, and all these little parts like stamps and my push pins and all kinds of things I got down here. All these just odds and ends that you need in an office. Just all kinds of things. I got containers with pencils and containers with markers and pens and just nice little things. And more stuff. Just stuff and stuff. All kinds of things. And let's see what I got down here at the very bottom. Oh. And stuff that I really don't want in the office. Like all these freebie cards that are sent to you in the mail, trying to get you to donate to their cause. And then more folders and papers and stuff. But the reason we end up with this cabinet, or why it ended up on FreeCycle, was that the people had bought it, and it was apparently a ready-to-assemble type cabinet, and they had to put it together. And Charlottesville has a lot of authors and jewelry makers, professors. Apparently a lot of these people are not very mechanically adept. And I know this thing must have had instructions with it. Even IKEA has instructions, which are kind of wimpy, I must admit. But they could not figure out how to do the slides on this thing. And they put the slides in backwards so the drawers would not work. And they just didn't want to deal with it anymore. They want to just get rid of it, and they bought something else that was already put together. And so that's why a lot of them are, is that there's some minor issue with them, and they just don't want to deal with it anymore. They want to just get rid of it and get something that works for them. So we ended up with the cabinet, and we turned the slides around. And as you can see, the drawers actually open. Now, I did not specify in my wanting full extension drawers, which I really would like now, but These are okay. And they are kind of wimpy slides, but at least they're small drawers. You can't really put all that much into them at any one time anyway. So it's adequate for our purposes. And I did not specify the color of it. And I would like to have gone with something a little bit lighter, but that's fine. So all I wanted was a thin, tall cabinet that I could put stuff in for the office. Let me see how wide this thing is. I got my tape measure here at my desk. From top to top. So it's 23 inches. It's about 24. My cubby hole is a little bit bigger than that. However, we have other things down there between the two. Like, right here we have our shredder that fits nicely between that and my husband's desk. I'm not going to show you his desk much. It's pretty messy. For that matter, mine's pretty messy too. I've only been in this office for a couple of years, and it's amazing how dirty things get, or how messy you can live. Well, one of these days we'll get all cleaned up. So that's my story of my manifesting a cabinet from FreeCycle. Now, like I said, my husband is really good at this. It's amazing. You know, he'll just say, that'd be nice. And, whoa, it appears. I'll show you some of those in the following weeks. So until next time, go out and manifest your life.